This is an old IBM ThinkStation that I found at the tip about a year ago. I ended up keeping the case because it's a really cool case. So I also kept hold of the power supply, and it ended up getting used as a storage box to hold all kinds of other parts, like a more modern disk drive, and this motherboard with an i3-550 processor identical to Freedom. So that's first gen Intel, 32nm, 2 cores, 4 threads, 3.2 GHz I think, 73 watt TDP, apparently a maximum of about 16 gigabytes of RAM, but I've only got 3 gigabytes of RAM in this, which is what came out the wooden computer when I upgraded it. Only PCI Express version 2, and because this is the same system as Freedom, I decided not to run new benchmarks, but just include the results from there. So a single core score of 466 and multi-core of 842 in Geekbench 5. See, we're running Linux Mint 20. If you're wondering, the original computer was from 2005. So then let's see once it's done. Open the side panel nice and easily. And you can see that there's a better power supply, which is the one matching the motherboard. And this has toolless optical drive bays. And what I'm trying to show here is that there's a Arctic F8 silent fan in there that I bought for another project but never used. So 3 gigabytes of RAM. And the USB cable for the front panel didn't match the standard one like what's on the motherboard. So I had to pull every connector out and insert it into a spare one I had from a Firewire cable. Then the front panel cables also didn't match, so I cut them, soldered them together, and then just stuck the SSD there with Velcro. And as you can see, there's this weird button at the back that actually ejects the front. So then if I take a look around, you can see I've got a hot swap 3.5-inch bay in the front, and the original floppy drive, which is not hooked up, just there to look good kind of. And then this is the original hard drive bay, which has nothing in it. Because as this is in a shed, I don't want any mechanical drives permanently in the system for vibration reasons. And you can see a super clicky power button. And also I've noticed this wireless card, which I found at the tip a while back. It's only 2.4 GHz and even then it's limited to half speed, but it's way faster than my internet connection. Originally I used this monitor, which I found at the tip. It's about 900p, and it's got water trapped in the backlight layers, so it looked stupid originally. But then when it dried out after being in the house for ages, it now looks almost perfect. There's still one scratch on the left. Also, it doesn't have any wall mounts and is powered at 14 volts DC, which is a tad weird. So I ended up using a 12 volt caravan telly. And it has a broken DVD drive. So you can see here the price of everything. I will put a link in the description to that Hotsup 3.5 inch bay, because there seems to be way too many choices, and this one works reasonably well. And as for comparison, you can see it's quite a bit more power efficient than Freedom due to the solid state drive and not having two disk drives and a card reader in the front.